Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, Joe here.
Kevin.
Wow, I can't talk today. We are very excited to hop into the next episode of Schitt's Creek here for you. Season 4, it started off very nicely.
I loved the fact that it was like one of the cringier episodes because we
Yeah.
don't get a lot of cringe on this show. We get some, but this was pretty cringy
Yeah.
as far as like, excuse me, Johnny and Stevie having to kind of throw a fake party
In the lobby? Yeah,
to cover up the removal of a dead body, and it was pretty awkward. Moira was very awkward with it. Of course, Catherine O'Hara was really her time to shine in that episode to really crush it
Give her a
because
little speech.
she was sure she murdered a guy by not giving him an aspirin.
You're right, it was cringy, but I
Yeah.
think I'm becoming desensitized to some stuff because we watch a show called Pen 15 and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah, it's a lot cringier than this for sure.
Oh my goodness.
This is pretty tame in comparison, but
Yeah.
for Schitt's Creek, it was a cringy
It was
episode,
pretty cringy,
right?
yeah. And regardless, you kind of had the counterbalance with David and Patrick to kind of like make it feel good. You know?
I really love their relationship as it emerges. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, I was
Right.
going to say it's not quite there, but at the same time, something is blossoming for sure.
Well, Patrick seems to be a really good fit for David as far as a counterbalance because, yeah, like David, he's sarcastic and he's funny and all that, but he seems to be a lot more grounded
For sure.
than
Thoughtful.
David is, and
Very
thoughtful. Right,
yeah.
absolutely.
Went out of his way for Moira, even.
Yeah, and he always seems to know what to say, which I love a character. It's like he's like a much nicer Don Draper in that it's always fun because in whatever the situation, he always knows what to say.
What if Don Draper was a good guy?
Yeah, exactly. He'd be Patrick if he was a really good guy.
He would be.
Guys, we do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers from over the weekend. So
sure
Chris
do.
H, Cameron Mitchell, B, Saturn Sins, and Madison. Thanks, guys, and welcome. We sincerely appreciate you being here.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Very much so.
For those of you watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind hitting that like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please, please, please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of our new content we have coming your way.
Yeah, we'd really, really appreciate that. If you would like to see the full-length reaction to Schitt's Creek and everything else that we are watching or have watched, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. Oh, yeah. We are just now wrapping up Ted Lasso, sadly, this week.
I want to talk about it.
Episode 3, and yeah, a lot of
new stuff
content, right? So I was going to say a lot of specific content to Patreon, including Succession, which
we're doing so many shows right now. It's kind of hard to keep track.
Right? Yeah, we certainly are. We have the entirety of Fleabag over there, which we absolutely loved in this as well.
I think you Schitt's Creek guys would really appreciate Fleabag. It's a very good show. Like I said, Pen 15 is kind of up the same alley, so if you want to check that out too, it's a good watch.
Absolutely.
You know that this is your first day at Elmdale College and not Vogue, right?
Elmdale, nice.
Good for her.
Because Jocelyn said that only her top students go to Elmdale.
These two are the worst sometimes.
Don't mention this to Dad.
They really are.
Because I haven't chosen my courses yet, and if he finds out, he's just gonna buzz around until I ask him his opinion. There's a lot of big changes happening in my life right now, so I'd appreciate it if you were a little bit more on side.
Okay. And apparently there are some really big changes happening in her life right now.
Yeah, I should say so.
Oh,
It's a smiley face, so I'm
Right.
assuming it's a positive result.
Well, that's presumptuous.
Are we 100%?
Oh,
sure it's
that's
hers?
pretty funny. Right.
Yes, I'll tell her she has no right to lay this financial and psychological burden on us.
Well,
My
But
side
the
of the
nuns
tracks.
take care of the little stranger.
what Alexis
my
needs
God.
now is to feel supported by her family.
I always knew this would happen. Oh, God help us all.
Oh my God. I think they're overreacting a little bit.
Kidding.
Is this getting knocked up and us not having enough privacy to connect?
You're running a
very
business.
shaken.
You're at work, man.
Is everything all right? You seem a little distracted today.
No, I'm just a little distracted today.
God.
Alexis is pregnant.
What?
I know. We discovered the test in her bathroom
Jocelyn's
today.
today?
Oh, she has no idea if the Tola Bebe can take on its
Bebe.
or its mother's mother.
Moira, I'm the one who's pregnant.
Yeah, there we go.
If only
There you-
I was so anxious to find out that I took the test in Alexis's bathroom.
She left it there.
Oh, Jocelyn. Oh, Jocelyn. Oh.
Just keep this between the two of us because Roland doesn't know yet.
Oh,
I just haven't found the right time to tell him.
don't wait. Best to rip it off like a Band-Aid.
You're probably right.
Just wondering how you're feeling.
Oh my God.
Fine. A little nervous, but
Well, that's understandable. Comes with the territory.
Oh my
I knew
God.
this was gonna happen. I knew you were gonna get way too involved in this. David has already given me a hard time.
I know, and believe me, I will be talking to David about that. Ted, is he being supportive?
I haven't even told Ted. the deal of this.
This is
If I don't
great.
like it, I'll just give it up and move on.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hi. We're actually closed today.
Oh, Dave and I were just in the back doing some inventory.
Yeah, seems like you guys are really busy. At work. Is that a bug bite or a little mouth-shaped sunburn?
Little mouth shaped.
It's like a hickey, actually.
It's not a hickey, right? Because that would be disgusting and wildly unprofessional. David, did you give me a hickey?
Because we haven't had the time or the privacy for me to give you a full hickey.
If you give me $50, I'll stand outside and tell people you're on lunch. I'm happy to offer you guys my apartment for the night.
Oh my gosh. It's actually really generous. But
Yeah, actually it is.
Why?
So I'm going to take a little me time at a spa in Elmdale.
That is super generous, but wouldn't it be a little bit weird? We'll take the place.
Okay, we'll take the place.
Right, and I'll take this.
So
That's
there's
the
a bit of a
catch. Yeah.
Bit of a catch. Yeah.
It turns out there's no immediate need for concern.
Well, now we're all taking this a little too lightly.
Jocelyn. She hasn't told Roland yet.
Jocelyn.
Huh? She was appropriately gobsmacked herself.
He has no idea.
Okay, I'm just like a little bit confused because on the brochure it looks like it's in a moss-covered building by the lake. I am what this brochure calls a prospective student.
Cool, so you're not enrolled yet?
No, I am enrolled, prospectively.
Yeah, we couldn't afford in-house photography, so we just use stock images. See? Watermark there.
Oh my god.
Actually, still from Dead Poet Society.
Oh, what do you do?
Okay, great. I would like a refund, please.
The problem is we don't give refunds. Why most students do their courses online.
Oh. So like, do all my courses online and like never have to ever come back here again?
That's actually how I keep my side hustle going. Part-time DJ.
I'm stunned by your generosity. Where exactly are you going tonight?
Out to a spa.
Hey, Pony.
Oh, this guy.
What are you doing? I said I would meet you outside.
I thought I'd help you with your bags. You look good.
Poor Patrick.
Who's this guy?
Is that's
Patrick?
That's Patrick.
It's date night, so we thought maybe we'd spend it in the woods.
Yeah, just galloping around the woods, huh?
Galloping.
Pony.
It's your pony.
Not at a spa.
After we all broke up, Stevie came
That's
over.
we all
broke up.
And it just sticks.
Yeah. No, it didn't stick to it.
When you say we all broke up, so we're going to talk about this,
I'm
right?
just-
Yeah. I was wondering if that's what was coming there. Like,
There is a special reason tonight. There's something that I wanted to talk to you about, something exciting.
excuse me.
Hold that thought.
You might have noticed that I've
start
been
saying
on
that.
a
Maybe
real
amendments to your menu recently.
Dorito casserole kick lately. And there's a reason for that.
This is great.
Casserole was when I was pregnant with Mutt. And I've really been
Who we've never seen.
craving
Who we haven't seen
that
since
casserole
season 2.
again. I'm pregnant!
Great timing.
We're having a baby. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, fella.
Fella?
Yes, we are stunned.
I can't tell if he's okay or not.
I'm okay.
Oh.
We're having a baby.
And Jocelyn.
Happier that this
Yeah.
is happening to you and your family.
And not theirs.
And not
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
We almost all, but I said no. Because Stevie and I agreed that that would be a bad idea. Who is feeling sexy?
Getting there for sure. I just,
I love
I knew you
Patrick,
had
man.
a rich dating history. We only
Sleep
had
together,
the apartment for one night. Maybe it's best if we lock that box back up for now.
Okay.
You know what? We didn't even get into your history.
Lock it up.
Oh,
David.
okay.
Lock it up.
Dad's trying to get me to drop out of college.
No, that's not what was happening. I thought we were talking about something else.
I was processing Alexis's situation.
David,
No,
Alexis
it's
isn't.
okay.
Oh, she's gonna mess with him.
I mean, have your fun now.
Your body, your problem.
David, Alexis isn't pregnant.
Okay, but just picture them as like tiny little roommates.
That was such a well done episode.
I like that one
Like,
a lot.
yeah,
That was a
the-
lot of fun.
Well, I
It was
mean,
a lot of fun.
you know, it's always such a chill show, but this one like was technically perfect. Like the writing was really
Really spot
solid.
on.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. I think you're right. I think budget wise, they've really upped their game.
They have. And it's a short show.
Sure.
So I'm
That's like
sure,
22 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the budget is quite high. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's prestige TV. Well, I don't know if it's prestige, but it's a big popular sitcom. So like, they're going to pour budgets into
Sure.
it.
Well, like when you go back to first season, when obviously the money was a lot lower. Yeah, they crushed that. Also, I really like where we're going with the characters.
I do too. And back to the budget thing, because the show is so short, I think they can use the money more efficiently. You know, they can spread it around more.
Sure.
And like you said, the lighting looks better. They're paying the actors more probably, so
Right.
probably happier to be there.
Sure.
But the writing is so crisp, and also
It was technically crisp writing for sure.
just the dynamic of everybody. Like you said, somebody on Patreon told us that Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, they've been working since the 70s even. So
Right,
before
sure.
Waiting for Guffman and all that, they've been doing stuff at Second City.
Right.
And I'm sure Dan Levy grew up with her around. And
That makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense.
And who is the actress that plays Alexis? I always forget her name. Is it Annie Murphy?
Yeah, that's it.
Annie Murphy. She fits right into the family.
For sure.
And I like that her and David actually feel like siblings. And so when they bicker
Completely.
at the end, like with the whole twins thing,
Right.
you believe it. You just buy it. Like my siblings and I, we have a similar repertoire together, and it's quite. It makes me miss them.
Sure.
It makes me want to call my family.
It was interesting seeing Jake back because the last time we saw Jake, we were like kind of put off by it, and a couple of our viewers were like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, I'm a little disappointed that you're ripping on pan couples or poly couples so
Sure,
much, right?"
sure.
I'm like, whoa! Keep in mind, guys, there's a good chance to address this. We weren't.
No.
We think however you see love, that's what you should
it's not our
do.
business.
Right, 100%. There is no wrong way. You know, consenting adults can do what consenting adults can do, and there is no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
The only thing we were kind of pointing out is that the problem we had with it was that obviously two of the three didn't want to be in that situation. That was our issue. And that kind of gets highlighted again here is that's not what they wanted to do. And that's what made it gross, not the fact that they were a poly couple, but the fact that two of the three of them didn't want to be in a poly couple.
And it also seems like the show is having some fun with that notion.
Oh, of
too.
course,
It's
right.
not like they were presenting it as normal.
Yeah,
You know, not saying it's not. I'm just saying the way the show presented it, it was done.
It's kind of it was used as a gag for the show for sure. And again, the issue wasn't that poly couples are wrong because they're not. We know people who have done it and absolutely loved it, and I say power to you.
Not my cup of tea, but good for you.
Right? Yeah, exactly. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Unless it's a situation where someone who's participating doesn't want to be. And that was the case on the show.
No, for sure.
Obviously, Stevie and David did not want to be in that situation, and that was the issue with it. Not that the poly couples
But
are
also,
right or wrong.
that guy is so funny.
That guy's
David. He like grabs him and kisses him.
Yeah, like that's skeevy anyway, right? To like kiss it like he kisses David and says, "Oh, by the way, who's this?" I'm like,
Who's
"Well,
this?
it's my new boyfriend. You just kissed me in front of you,
He's like,
psycho."
you guys want to come?
Yeah, exactly, right.
Patrick was really funny this episode too.
I don't know the actor who plays Patrick, but like he really crushes that role, right? As far as just like owning the fact that it was like not even pretending that he wasn't uncomfortable. Like cringe TV is when you're pretending you're not uncomfortable or trying not to be. The fact that Patrick just owns the fact, like, by the way, this is super awkward.
Yeah,
you know, I love it. That's so much fun. It's such a different dynamic that he really brings to the show.
It's interesting you say that because the show does cringe in a different type of way.
Sure,
like even like you can read the Johnny and Alexis conversation as a type of cringe,
right? Absolutely,
conversation, but it's way funnier than that.
For sure.
They're having the same conversation about two different things.
Well, I love the fact that it's also fairly low stakes, right?
Yeah.
One, we know Alexis isn't pregnant. Two, we know she's not going to drop out of college. So, like, the fact that they're having that miswired conversation is a good time and not really like, oh my God, this is so awkward. It's like...
it's an old-fashioned type of comedy.
Which I love.
Absolutely.
Like it is, right? It's like a Who's on First kind of comedy almost, right?
Yeah.
Little Abbott and Costello act going on right there for sure.
And that's probably Eugene Levy's influence big time.
Oh, sure. So. But very well done. This was a good time, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, we'll see you the next one, guys.